Hello there, and welcome to Scott's Amateur Woodshop. Today, I'm going to give you a tour of the features and dimensions of my roubo style workbench, which is here. I'll mostly be behind the camera today. So this is, of course, based on the excellent book, Workbenches from Christopher Schwartz. I might talk a little bit more about this book in a separate review. It's really an essay on how woodwork workbenches should be built. It's a very opinionated book and only has a couple of designs in it, but the designs that are in it are really excellent. This is one of them. This is about 87 inches long, so a little over 7 feet. And it's about 30 inches tall. The base on it is more towards the left side. This allows a little bit of overhang for clamping on the left side, and a good lift position. And this is also good if I do put wheels under the bench. Again, it means you can easily reach to kick them down with your foot. On this end, the overhang is a little longer. So let's measure actually. Let's see how long that overhang is. This overhang is 14.5 to 15 inches. Now the overhang on this end is a little longer to accommodate the bench crafted Wagon Vise. I got this with the machined wheel, which normally comes with some kind of fancy wood knob, but I asked them to include the ash knob because or the beech knob because it matched the ash workbench a little better, I felt. So this is just under 25 inches of overhang, and you can see under here the Wagon Vise, which extends almost all the way to the leg. There are, of course, lots of dog holes and holdfast holes. I've got those mentioned in a separate video. There is a sliding board jack, which I just built. It slides on this ridge here with this V-shaped bit. And just like I did with my dog holes, I pre-drilled small pilot holes. All the places I might want to drill 3/4 inch holes, but I only bored out the ones I needed. And when I did this, I needed to hang 2 holdfasts. I'm not sure where my other one is, but I just wanted to be able to hang both of them there for storage if I wanted to. There's a lower shelf, which is one continuous piece of plywood that's been cut into segments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that allows you to remove one section to access the floor and remove dust. I'm thinking about cutting some notches out of the front to allow dust to run off of that rail because it can get trapped in there. I think I'll probably do that with the bandsaw on both sides when I get around to it. Of course, I have a little hook here where I have my dust brush. This is always useful because doing this is better than getting a splinter. So keeping this handy and having it know its home is very useful indeed. Bench crafted leg vise with the St. Peter's cross. I got the kit. Very nice. Glides smoothly. The leg vise shape is pretty free form. It was just cutting around the flaws and the stuff I had. And so I left this edge square for now. And then this edge, I've cut away some parts to form this kind of interesting shape. And I may change it, I may not. I just planed this surface. That's why there's some shavings on the ground, because one of these boards wasn't quite, it was just on the edge of its width. I tend to run to the hairy edge with my lumber supply. I try to use everything very efficiently, so I get myself into problems like this leg is actually just a hair short of the top. But you know, we don't need to point out all of our mistakes. There's a lot of mistakes on this bench, and I patched them, and I don't need to point them all out. Another thing about this workbench is that the back of it here is designed to be worked from as well. So I can have a friend over and have them work here. And even though they don't have the full-on leg vise, there are a couple of hold-fast holes in this leg. And again, I only drilled out the ones I needed, so this middle one has not been drilled out yet. But these other two have, and I have a couple of these Lee Valley hold-downs there. The lower shelf is storing my saws right now, my saw nest, as you can see. Because of the way my tool chest is designed, I rely on that bottom shelf. My tool chest does not become usable until a couple of things come out of it each time. The top is about 5 inches thick. I made it by laminating all these boards on edge. It took about 25 boards, as I recall. You can count them if you want. Square root of 25 is 5. So in order to do 2 glue ups, that's why I took the square root, the 2 root, right? I did 5 groups of 5, or maybe it was 6, 5 groups of 6, but it was around there. And I passed them individually through my thickness planer, the same thickness planer that is now on loan to my friend's shop over here. DW 735 with the, want to see the sticker? With the Sheelix upgrade. Which does take more power to run, unfortunately, but it does leave a good finish. But yeah, anyway, I did that to the top. I put these end caps on it. But yeah, laminating those boards on edge wasn't enough to get the full thickness. So you can see there's a second board along the bottom here. There's a layer of boards that are in the other dimension. And they have some little gaps between them, which is fine. I finished it with 100% tung oil, which is kind of expensive, but it's what I had, and I really like it, and it's really a nice finish. It's not too slick or anything. It shows the wear. It really, I think it has really started to age beautifully. And probably it's ready for a re-oil. Yeah, I didn't really show you these joints. I wedged some of these because when they had gaps, when they needed it. Yep, the end caps are, this one just has one peg to allow the wood movement to be directed back. And this one has 2 pegs to go around the bench-crafted vise. I had to wedge that a lot. It was hard to get it to fit exactly. I had this one little kind of cloud lift thing here. And I'm thinking about maybe building a drawer to fit in this space. Let me know in the comments if you think I should do that, or if you had this bench, what improvement you would like to see done to it. I still have a whole list, actually. I have a notebook here with copious notes that I took. And I have a page for every feature of the workbench. This shows the dimensions. This shows the end caps. I had a place reserved to write it down, vices, sliding dead man, just put some post-its here. So anyway, this kept me organized. Yeah, this was my dog hole chart. That's what my real notes look like. So that was just putting together information from a few sources. I remember one of them was a popular woodworking article from Chris Schwartz. Where should your hold-fast holes go? That article might have been, I want to say, from 2007 or something. But I looked at what a few different people were doing, and I say drill them when you need them. But check out my other video on dog hole placement. It shows how it shows in greater detail how I drilled pilot holes everywhere I might need them, and then actually took the time and effort to hand bore them out to a complete hole only as I needed them. So yeah, that kind of sums up the roubo style workbench, aka the French bench. I guess I never really showed it off on video before, so I wanted to do it here. Use the buttons somewhere down here. There's a lot of them now. Don't forget. and hope you come up with your own project and work on something with wood. I hope you have an excellent day. Bye.